Hey guys, this is me, Christy Leggy, and I'm back again. I told you I would probably do another video, and here it is. First things first, I'm the realist. No, I'm just kidding. That's a song. Anyway, I was just rolling up all of my windows so that there was no background construction noise in the video, and guess what happened? My windshield wipers came back on by themselves and wouldn't shut off. We had put the fuse back in a few days ago to see if it was going to help with the issue that we were having with the flashing check engine now light. And since we cranked the car up and the windshield wipers didn't come on, we left it in there hoping that it had just resolved itself. Apparently not. So we're going to have to take that back out. I have to tell you guys, I think that Florida is experiencing menopause right now. This morning, I showed you guys how foggy it was right before the sun was starting to peek out from behind the clouds. This fog rolls in and just turns everything gray. About an hour or two after that, it starts raining. Not really full-on raining, but drizzling enough to, I had to roll my windows up. Then it got really hot, and now it's cool and breezy. So I feel like I experienced like 3 out of the 4 seasons in just a few hours. Anyway, I just uploaded that video, and I don't feel like I really got everything across as well as I was hoping to. If you watch the video all the way through, you know that I said that I had been talking for 30 minutes, and I ended up cutting that down to just a little over 16 minutes because I felt like I was just rambling so much, and I wasn't doing a very good job of connecting each of the topics. I just wasn't getting the point across very well, so I decided to just cut most of that out, and once I learn a little more about it, I will try to do another video and get back to the topics that I ended up cutting out, or the segments of the topics that I ended up cutting out. I just finished talking to my Nana. I was explaining to her about the mountain of me trying to climb the mountain with the paperwork, and also talked to her a little bit about depression. This is something, all of these things are something that she has a very hard time understanding. She was raised in a very strict upbringing, military family, moved around a lot, isn't very in touch with feelings, I guess, and doesn't really understand or truly maybe even believe in anything that has to do with emotional health. Things like depression and anxiety, panic attacks, anything like that. Autism, ADHD, ADD, anything like that she doesn't fully understand. But depression, I think, is the hardest for her to get, or it was. I think she's finally starting to come around because she saw what it did to me. She's seeing what it continues to do to me, and my oldest son is starting, or has been for probably 2.5, 3 years now, displaying some symptoms of depression, and he talks about it. And she's really, really worried, knowing that it hit me so hard. She's worried about him, and we all are. He's not as bad as I was at his age, I don't think, but it's still scary. I know that for me, I think that the disease of depression runs through our family. I think it's passed down, maybe genetic, I don't know. When I was younger, 13, 14, I lost my best friend to depression. And I know that they used to say, the statistics used to say that the rate of depression for males is higher than females. So after I had children, I got really scared about them experiencing depression and being more likely to commit suicide. That's hard for me to say for some reason. Anyway, so I was telling her about the effects that depression has, and the fact that it's actually medically described as a fatal disease of the mind. And she didn't know that. And I went into all these statistics and the things, the way that depression affects the chemicals in the brain, and how they literally destroy parts of our brain that we need, like the hippocampus and the frontal cortex. Is that right? I think I said the right two places. I'm not sure. But and they cause our brains to stop producing serotonin and dopamine, which are the two chemicals, a set of chemicals that create the feelings of joy and pleasure. And it causes you to not be able to feel that anymore. She used to say things like, I don't understand what you're depressed about. And I was like, I'm not depressed about anything. My life is fine. I'm not depressed about anything. It's just something that happens. And she didn't get it. And a lot of people don't. But I think she's slowly starting to understand and recognize. Like my sister had something happen a few years ago. My sister went through a period of time that was very difficult in her life. It caused her to go through some pretty bad stuff. And then when she was kind of on the other side of, or maybe it was while she was at her worst, I don't remember. She ended up getting an infection in her tooth, I think, and it went to her brain, and it caused her to, it caused lesions on her brain. It caused her to lose her ability to speak and see correctly and walk, and most of her, I can't think. Anyway, so once she can't work anymore, she can't drive, she can't see a lot of things, she can bear it, like she's getting a little better. Well, she just had a regression. Oh my God, I'm all over the place right now. I'm so sorry. But the point is that my sister fell into a very deep depression, and I think that is when, combined with what I went through a couple years ago, I think that's when it finally hit Nana that depression is real. And it has real effects on people. Anyway, I didn't want to get back into that. I feel like all my videos are about that lately, but I'm just learning so much, and I just want to share that with. I feel like I've got all this new knowledge that I just want to pass around. Anyway, come on. I know there was stuff I wanted to say. Now it's just gone. Oh, our paycheck. We got paid today, and our paychecks, it was not what we were expecting. I said that we wanted to do some grocery shopping this week because we are starving our bodies of actual nutrients and vitamins and minerals, which I've also learned a lot about the last couple of days and how very important it is. And our checks, I think they were about $100. It was about $100 short, and that's going to make a huge difference. We've got to give the landlord $200 this week. And that's going to leave us with $280. Then we got to pay my car payment. That's another $100, $180. Then we have a couple other bills that we have to take care of. So we're going to, I just get so tired of the struggle, like every once in a while we'll have a good week, and, it feels nice. It's like I can breathe for once. And then it's just one thing after another. Like next week's check, he's going to have like, not even 30 hours on, because there's just been no work, and he had to take off last Friday for a doctor's appointment, and then the weekend, he didn't know that they were working, so he got his kids, and then they ended up working, and he didn't get those hours, and I haven't got any hours this week. We're both kind of like in this weird stage where we're not sure if I'm supposed to be working every job or just jobs where they need an extra hand. And it almost seems a little bit like some of his coworkers get a little, I don't know, jealous that he's making a little more money on his checks because I'm helping out. So we're just, like, we don't really know what to do. He's supposed to be going and talking to his boss today after work, hopefully, and getting some things straightened out. So hopefully all that will work out. We lost the brand new female guppy that I showed you in the video the other day, the albino looking with the red tail. She died. She had just died when I got home yesterday morning. That's sad, but it happens. And, did I tell you guys that we lost a cat? that one of our cats got ran over. I don't know if I told you about that. We had twin cats. We named them Kate and Chloe. They were mama cats, babies, after she had, well, not the litter after she had Fatty, but the one after that. And they're the only two that we kept. And I went out to check the mail one day and noticed that there was a body in the road, and gave Eric a look, and I was like, I think that's one of our girls. And he went over there and he's like, yes, it is. So we went and got the shovel to pick her up with, and I was going to dig a hole so we can bury her. And as he's walking alongside of the road, like just 2 to 3 feet away from her body, this car comes flying down the road, or driving down the road, and runs over her body right in front of Eric. And he's just like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know if the person just didn't notice until it was too late, or they just didn't care. But it was bad enough that we had to see her like that, and then see her get hit again. Like, he felt terrible. I heard it, but I didn't see it, and I know that that just had to have done something to him. How have I been talking for almost 12 minutes already? There's something seriously wrong with me. It's like time flies when I'm speaking. I'm not the only one, though, because Eric, I love you. I love him, but when he gets on a talk about anything, he can talk for up to 3-4 hours. And I sit there patiently listening. A lot of the times it's the same stories over and over and over and over again. And sometimes I just stare at him and I'm like, I've heard all of this. I love you, but why are you telling me this again? But I'm not gonna, everybody needs to talk sometimes, and that's perfectly fine. I just don't, in person, I don't talk like that. For some reason, when I get on camera, and I know I've said this before, I can't shut up. Maybe I just need, like, real friends, and, I mean, like, in real life friends, like, but even then, I had a best friend for years and years and years, and I never talked to her the way that I talk to you guys. I don't know. What else? Where's my planner? I like to try to keep notes in my planner. I told you guys when I first got this that I was going to go through it and show it to you guys, but I'm not. I haven't been doing a very good job of keeping everything on track, and it's not like I'm like super organized and color coding everything, and there's nothing really to show. I mean, it's a mess in here. It's a total random complete mess. Basically, I just keep up with our hours and what we've paid on bills, and if something important happened and I want to be able to look back and say, you know, that I know. I used to always keep my planners along with like dozens and dozens of journals, but I got rid of those. Anyway, anything else I wanted to tell you guys about? I don't think so. Vlogoween, I'm going to try to start Vlogoween next week, even though Halloween isn't technically until the Monday after next. If I'm going to do a whole week of it, I need to start this upcoming Monday. And hopefully I'll be able to do something, even if it's not like Halloween makeup every day. Maybe I could do like a DIY kind of Halloween theme. I'm saying all this knowing that more than likely it's not going to happen, because I never follow through on anything I say, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that way, and I hope I'm not disappointing anyone or anything like that. I always have the best intentions. It just doesn't always work out that way for me. For me and for you. I never did go and get, where are they at? My Zephyr Hills sparkling water for that one campaign. I never did do that. And I'm almost positive that the coupons are probably expired by now, which sucks, because I did want to try it, but I wanted to try a certain flavor and I could never find it. They always only had lemon and mandarin orange, and neither one of those really appealed to me, so I never did anything with it. Can't really... I just want to talk to you guys all day. Like, sit here and just whenever I think of something, turn the camera on. But I don't think that one of these girls that I watch, she does vlogs that are like up to 3 hours long. One of them was 9 hours long. And people watch them. She has thousands and thousands of views on them. And maybe we'll get there one day. Maybe. I was just talking about the fact that I would like to get a P.O. box so that you guys could, if you want to, write me letters. I know that some of you do comment on some of the videos, you know, more lengthy comments, and I enjoy those. So I'm thinking I wouldn't be able to afford to get a P.O. box for the entire year, but I was thinking maybe if I'm extra, like, cautious and stretchy with our money, maybe I could afford to set just a few bucks a week away until I had enough to pay for a P.O. box for a month, so that you guys could send letters to me if you wanted, and I'll write you back. I've always wanted a pen pal, so that would be kind of cool. Just as another way for us to connect, you know. I really enjoy reading. I love connecting with you guys, and I love that you guys share with me. So what I'm trying to say is, if you would like to share more, you know, and not feel limited to, you know, fitting it into a comment here on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, where, I mean, just do it there if you want. If you're more comfortable typing it out online, that's fine. But I will see what I can do about the post office box. Oh God, I rolled up the windows and now I'm dying in here. I really wanted to go metal detecting after Hurricane Matthew. I saw everywhere online that it brought up a ton of stuff from the ocean, and I really think that it would have been awesome to be able to metal detect. We have tried to go metal detecting the last 2 days, and the mosquitoes around here are on steroids. They are gargantuan. Is that a word? I think it is. Huge. Huge. So big that I feel them running into my body, like as we're walking around, the ones that aren't like landing on me, but they're like everywhere, and I feel them hitting my body. They're just so big and they're ferocious. It's not like a little tiny mosquito sting. It's like I'm being eaten alive. Like, it's just such a more fierce bite for some reason. And I didn't know that there were so many different species of mosquitoes. I always thought that a mosquito was a mosquito, but I was noticing that some of them had red tint to them. Some of them had zebra stripes on them. So I looked it up. Google's my best friend. And there's over 175 different species of mosquitoes in the U.S. alone. And several of them carry very bad diseases. So we really need to invest in some bug spray if we're going to keep doing this, because there's like marshland and stuff behind this property that we do. Also, I'm just going to go on a ramble now. There's a church on our road that has been there for at least 100 years, I believe. It was like one of the first churches on this side of town. Dinsmore something church. And we've been wanting to detect their yard, but we're scared to ask. But we did find out that they're, like, we want to learn about the history of the little tiny section of Jacksonville where we live, so we can figure out the best places to go metal detecting. And we looked it up online, and we found out that there is a Dinsmore Historical Museum right down the road from our house. And I'm really excited. They're only open on Sundays, so we're going to try to get by and go and see that. And I'm hoping that maybe it'll show us where things used to be. Like, we were watching, some other YouTuber was doing a video of, he was detecting a place that looked like, you know, nothing. It was out in the woods, and there was like puddles of water. Looked like marshland, the same kind of marshland that's behind these properties that we're detecting. But back in the 1930s, it was a very popular swimming hole. And he was finding rings and things like that from the 30s. I just think that that would be so incredibly awesome if we could find something like that. You know, it doesn't exist anymore, but there's still history under the ground there. I just think that would be really cool. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. I don't have any unboxings coming up for you. Oh, yes, I do. I'm waiting on my Amazon, the last thing on my Amazon order, those makeup brushes that I was telling you guys about. And I just went to SampleSource.com and got 3 new samples. So they should be coming in the next 6 weeks, probably. And I think that's about it. I need to do my reviews for the lipsticks that influencer sent me, that Stay Strong, you know, the red stuff that I couldn't get off my face. I also shot a video of us trying the new Cheeto chicken fingers at Burger King. They stopped doing the mac and Cheetos and started doing the chicken fingers, and they're good, but the same thing. You can't taste the Cheeto in them, so what is the point? And I really wish they would bring back the mac and Cheetos because I actually really liked them. So, but I have not put that video up. It's just a little video clip. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it at. And anything else? Oh, I did want to tell you guys. I've talked before about my house and how I wonder sometimes if maybe it's haunted or whatever. I was laying awake one night. I couldn't sleep because I felt like something was watching me. And I could not shake this feeling for at least an hour. Every time I closed my eyes, I felt like it was right there. And so I would open my eyes, terrified that when I opened my eyes, there was going to be something right there. So I had to just lay there with my eyes open, and I just got more and more afraid as time went on. I was trying to calm myself, but it was like causing my heart to like race, and like I was just free. Like I just felt like something was watching me. It felt like a not nice feeling, spirit, whatever. And I told Eric about it the next day. I was like, please don't think I'm crazy, but I felt this way. And he's like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, because I woke up that night and I felt like something was watching me, and I got up and locked our bedroom door because I, you know, was worried that something was going to get in. And I was like, no, please don't say that. It's one thing for me to be crazy and be thinking these things, but for you to wake up, and I haven't said anything to you, for you to wake up in the middle of the night and feel the same thing, it's just a little creepy. Just a little bit. What's this guy doing? Oh, I wasn't staring at you. I'm sorry. I guess I'm going to let you go. I'm sure I'm going to remember umpteen million things that I wanted to tell you guys about, and I'm sorry for rambling. Again, as always. Oh, there's a doggy. There's a doggy. I think I want a dog. You know what sucks so bad? I want, like, we have cats, right? But they have to stay outside. And my asthma, it's a toy poodle. So cute. My asthma and my allergies are so terribly bad, I just can't handle it. I want nothing more than to be able to just rub my face all up in a fluffy kitty cat and just feel all their soft fur and give them kisses and be able to cuddle up and let them sleep with me. And I want a dog. Like, I think that a dog could be a really good friend for me. Dogs are so awesome. They're like so loyal, you know, if you have a good relationship with your dog. They're so loyal and just, they love you unconditionally, and I think that it would be incredibly awesome. When I was growing up, we had a dachshund, a long-haired miniature dachshund. She was beautiful, and she was just the best dog in the world, and she could sense when you weren't feeling well, and she would give you love, and like if you were crying, she would lick your tears, and she was just amazing, and I miss her, and I wish that I could have a dog, but I can't because of my allergies. And because of my depression, I'm so afraid that I wouldn't give them all the care that they need when I got in my depressive states. Hopefully Eric would just take over, but also financially, you've got to take care of your animals. You have to take them to a vet. They need to be vaccinated and treated, and they get sick just like we do, and it's just a lot. But I really do wish that I could have a dog. And I know Eric wants one, but I don't like short-haired dogs, like bristly. I like soft hair, fluffy. He likes chows or Shibas. I like dachshunds, long-haired dachshunds, and Yorkies, and anything with soft hair. Alright, I'm gonna go. I've been talking your ear off, and I'll probably get back on here again. I'll just wait to upload it so it doesn't seem like so much. You guys let me know if I'm over uploading and I'm driving you crazy. But if you don't mind, I'll keep doing it. I still would like to do the Facebook Live thing at some point. Or maybe some other live thing. I don't know if you guys would be interested in that. I know some of you mentioned doing a coin roll hunt while we were doing that. Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for real this time. For real. Alright, guys. I love you. Don't forget you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at It's Me, Christy Lee, if you want to. And I will see you next time. Bye.